Everybody want to know what the J stand for. What's up, world? Yeah, we want to know what the J stand for, Calvin, man. Y'all don't know. We be tripping on here, man, when we be just chilling, man. But we really want to know what the J stand for, Calvin, when you get a chance.
Middle name, man. What's the one with middle name?
Oh, okay. Well, my bad, bro. I didn't know you was that offended by your middle name.
Nah, you don't even act like this. You act like this is Cleante here.
Oh, my God. He said I'm putting on.
You let him get you stirred up.
My bad, boy. Let me quit putting on. I really want to know what the J stands for.
And to be honest, he asked me to leave him alone. I said I'm gonna leave him alone, but now he coming there popping.
That's what I'm going.
We just want you to pull up, not pop. Just pull up. That's it. Make sure your eyebrows stay down.
Somebody probably.
If you're gonna raise your eyebrows, go ahead and add a little. Go ahead and add a little 2 lines in them too.
Hold on, stop. We lie. They up for clarity, man. Say I love my people at the podcast, man. As y'all can see, they be clarity, man. Say, man, we glad to have y'all on here, man.
Right.
Listen, we here for another chatterbox segment, man. Say, man, we be getting it in. I be doing so much stuff, man. There be so much stuff running through this head of mine, man. But I'm glad that y'all are tapped in on today, man. It is Monday. I don't know about y'all, but Monday actually has a real definition for me. This is the day where everything seems to have, you got to catch your balance on every corner. I don't know about y'all. Maybe that's just me. But shoot, Mondays be a little bit, filled with a little bit of anxiety.
Yeah. Monday heavy.
Monday is heavy. Traffic heavy. Everything heavy on Monday, huh, man?
Yeah.
How y'all doing today, man?
I mean, that's even more important, though, for you to even have those type of affirmations for days like Monday.
I'm trying to tell you. Say, how y'all doing on the podcast, man? Let me know how y'all doing out there, man. We're about to go in today, man. We got a whole panel today, man. We got many perspectives, man. So we about to go. We got my boy Twan up in here, man. How you doing, Twan, man?
I'm good, man.
Good, man. How you doing, Miss Ryan?
Hey, can't complain.
I know that's right. Could, but it wouldn't stop the rain. What's up, Clee? How you doing, baby?
I'm all right.
Man, we here, man.
Our Caventry.
Man, I just be jiving with Calvin. You know, we love each other up here, man. But, you know, it's good to have a little humor, man, especially on Mondays, man. Mondays be heavy, man. You got to kind of deactivate. You got to kind of unwind from that hectic day, man. And we just want to help y'all unwind on today, man. I'm glad y'all here tuned in with the podcast with us, man. We had an awesome conversation on last week.
Right.
We talked about, what was that topic again, Cal?
Mansplaining.
Mansplaining. Some women do too. So we wasn't the only people splaining. It was a whole bunch of I call it lie-splaining because everybody do it. I don't think we should put no gender on it. That's kind of gender bias.
Yeah. Fake it until you make it.
Yeah, I don't want to be gender biased. Everybody code switch. Everybody do a little bit of everything in order to, you know, maintain their their appearance. In order to maintain their appearance, look at Miss Fry. She looked over her like, "Don't you start with me." I promise I ain't going in on nobody today, man. But we talked about a lot of stuff on last week, man. Y'all gotta forgive us, man. We kind of tapped in a little bit later. We was having some technical difficulties. Let me just say that. But we back at it, man. How was y'all weekend?
It's always busy. Busy.
Everybody's so busy. Anybody get some rest this weekend? Y'all get some rest out there? I hope y'all got some rest out there. Yeah, we got a full house tonight, Pastor Dixon, man. It's about to go down. What's up, Jamie? What's up, Miss Pat? What's up, Miss Rhymes? What's up, everybody that's tapped in? What's up, sis? What's up? How y'all doing? Man, I'm glad y'all tapped in with us, man. Tonight is going to be an eye-opening conversation, man, because we really want y'all to understand the power that you have in your mouth, the power that you have on your tongue. We want you to understand that power on tonight. We're going to be talking about a really, really good topic on tonight. We started talking about it last week.
Right. We kind of bumped into it.
Yeah, we bumped into it a little bit. I almost started going in on last week. I ain't gonna lie, because it's one of those things that's I'm really passionate about stuff. You got to understand, I'm a purpose pusher, man. You got to watch my wake and bake in the morning, man. I'm the purpose pusher, man. I'm going to shove you. I'm going to bow you. I'm going to trip you into it. I'm going to push you. Whatever I got to do to get you close to your purpose. I don't care if you cuss me out. You go thank me later, because I'm telling you, I'm going to push you closer to your purpose. That's what God has put on me, to be the purpose pusher. And we go get there. my father, in the minute, my boy is on here, Pastor Dixon, man. How you doing? What's up, Charles Essence? What's up,
Pastor
everybody
D.
on here, man? Everybody on here. Y'all on here kicking it with us tonight, man, on this Monday. Y'all ain't got nothing to do. Yeah, we here. Y'all gonna rock with us. We gonna conversate. We gonna get it in tonight, man. Y'all, please do me one favor. If y'all, I'm not trying to make you work any longer than you have to on a Monday. But if you can just do this favor, like, share, and tag. That's all we asking. Like, share, and tag. Please like, share, and tag. I love it. Yeah, purpose push. That's what say. We pushing purpose. We pushing anybody around me, anybody connected to me. That's what we doing.
Pushing P.
We pushing P. And we pushing purpose. We got to make sure we put a word on that. That P is too open. The P is too open. You know, we dealing with real people. You know, we got to make sure we put a purpose on it. P's too open.
I'm gonna drink some water.
Too many words with P. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure we put a definition on there. You know, your boy. I know my people, man. You know, we get a little off the record sometimes. You know, we got to bring that back in. Y'all come back. We ain't pushing P. You know, we pushing purpose. Amen. All who agree and believe and said amen. Amen. Say, but check this out. Tonight, we go talk about manifesting reality. Manifesting reality. So we want to talk about what you speak out your mouth and how much it controls not just your present, but your future. I know. You got to think about that for a minute. I really want you to ask yourself this one question on tonight, and I don't want to get too in your business. I don't want to be in your living room. We here. Y'all just act like y'all, you know, talking one-on-one to us. Y'all just act like y'all talking one-on-one. We having an intervention. This is an intervention. We just trying to come to you and ask you one little question. If you look at your life right now, you look at everything around you, and you look at all your friends, you look at everything that's going on in your personal life, your public life, your business, your jobs, everything that you have around you, you don't realize that it was first spoken before it happened.
Right. You get selected before you get elected.
Yeah,
so what the question is, what are you manifesting in your life? That's the question. If you was to look at your life right now, what are you manifesting in your life? What are you speaking into your life? You got to realize how powerful your words are. You got to realize how powerful people words are. The power of people words is so powerful. The Bible even says, curse not my for I will curse you. That's how powerful your word. God even understands how the Bible says that the power of life and death
lies in the tongue.
Lies in the tongue. You got to speak those things. Okay, we got some people. You know, we go back. Say, my boy over here tonight, man. My boy over here tonight is about to go down. You got to speak those things that are not as though they were. Right. That means you got to, when you say it, you got to actually believe it so much that you see it happening in your life.
Right.
Because if you can't see it, then you can't receive it. And it's so important that we realize, just think about all of the things that have happened negative in your life.
Right.
All of the things that have happened positive in your life.
And you can speak those type of things into existence too. So you got to be careful with that.
You have to be careful. You have to be careful. The universe don't understand sarcasm.
Right.
It don't understand that when you say, man, I'm stupid, you know, that it just receives it.
Right.
And so what you just spoke just became partial of your reality.
Right.
And you don't realize how powerful your words is. And I said this last week, but a lot of women say stuff like, "Oh man, ain't no man good," you know, ain't no good man out there, you know, or all that stuff that you speak about. But that's why you keep encountering bad men.
Right. It's something you actually download in your spirit.
In your spirit. What are you speaking over your life that's actually creating your reality? It's powerful.
I think people don't think about that though. I think people don't actually think that. It's kind of like what you were saying, like if you speak, what you're speaking is what's going to manifest, so to speak. So people don't think about that. It's like having faith. Faith says if you pray, it says if we pray and believe, it is so. Right. So whether you praying it out loud or whatever, you're still speaking it, so to speak.
Talk to the sisters.
So if you're saying that there aren't any good men, or you say there's not any good jobs, whatever it is that you're speaking, then that's what you're going to receive.
Right. Because what you say out your mouth becomes your reality. Whether it becomes it now or later,
that's right,
it's going to become your reality.
Right.
And the problem that I have with a lot of folks is we call ourselves all these derogatory slurs and terms, and we use all this language against ourselves, and we don't realize how powerful that is. Do you know that all your life people have been speaking negative over you, and the only way for you to fight that negative that's in the air about you is to speak that positive affirmation over your life. Yeah. You are actually at a war. You don't even realize
it.
Because they don't understand where the power is.
Right. The power is in your mouth. My pastor says this all the time. You ain't got no money problem. You ain't got no mind problem. You got a mouth problem. Yeah. And the things that you speak over your life will become your reality. Right. And when you look at your reality, you look at your bank account. I know. That's a little personal. It's a little personal. Look at your credit score.
But it's real. It
is.
Right. It is because you have constantly said, well, you know what? I had a friend of mine. That's what I've never had nothing. So what makes it ain't gonna be any different now? Because that's what you're speaking.
Right.
So that's what you have received to be manifested in your life, is to not to have anything, to not to be anybody.
Okay, so
if you want to be somebody, if you want to change, if you want something different, then you have to speak those things into existence.
Right. So when you speak negatively and you download it in your spirit, then your spirit reacts in a way to where you actually don't see the things cultivating around you. Like, so if you were like, let's say if you was actually looking for a job and you wanted an opportunity somewhere, just to better your finances or anything as far as salary. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna get up and make the extra effort to look for that job,
right,
or to network or do anything because you already downloaded your spirit.
Yeah.
So what you gonna do? You gonna lay in the bed,
right?
You gonna watch Netflix,
right? You
gonna Netflix and chill. You just gonna be at home, but you become the homebody that you actually didn't really want to be,
right? Because
you already spoke it, or you've already manifested. You've already downloaded the manifest already.
Man, say, y'all got to look at these comments Pastor Sixlow going in. He said you can't be it if you don't see it, and you can't see it if you don't say it. Mm. So you got to realize that what you say actually helps you create it helps you decorate the canvas of your mind.
Right.
See, you start putting those words out there, and you don't realize the more you start speaking it, the more you start seeing it.
Right.
And you got to get up every morning. I don't care how many mornings you got to get up and tell yourself, I'm beautiful.
Right.
Good morning, gorgeous.
Good morning. Whatever you got to say in that
I jam that in the morning when I get ready to go for work. You hear me? Because I try to put myself in that position, that mind space to do better, to be better, to just even appreciate myself.
Right.
Because it's a mindset, and that's what happens also. Here's where a lot of us miss it as well with what we say, is because we've already also surrounded ourselves with people who are the exact same.
Exactly.
And so sometimes you have to change your circle.
Right.
You got to change the people that you are around. I mean, because here's the thing. Everybody can't go where you're trying to go.
Right.
Right.
Or where you're supposed to go.
Right.
So everybody's not going to be a part of that. So sometimes we have to disconnect ourselves from people and connect with people who are going to be positive, who are going to speak positive things over your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's going to help, is because somebody else is going to, I know that, okay, if I say I had a bad day, I got something going on, well, okay, I know I can call Shelvin and he's going to reaffirm positive things in my life or over my life.
I'm trying to tell you.
Those are the type of people you have to surround yourself with. Because if Susie just gonna agree with you and just add on to, you know what, girl, he ain't nothing, you ain't gonna never meet nobody, whatever. Well, okay, well, you know what, Susie, maybe you're not going to meet.
Or you just added another couch potato. She's just holding the couch down with you.
Right.
Or instead of you going out to do a date thing or, be sociable, she's sitting at home with you.
Right.
Let's get some ice cream and pizza. But how's that helping your situation?
That's not
doing
that.
That.
So you got to be around. You finna say something.
No, I was just finna say, I feel like our brains is kind of like a cell phone. Right. What you allow like your intake, it could sometimes like cause viruses on the phone.
My God. So, my God.
Surround yourself with, like she was saying.
That's gonna preach.
It could.
Boy, say you don't even realize what you just said. So you just said that you're literally infecting your thoughts, which is infecting your perception.
Right. Absolutely.
My God. So if you got an infected perception, you can't expect a healed reality.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you don't understand what you just said. See, that's why I told y'all, man, say when he speak, he probably don't got a bunch of words, but when he speak, you better listen. Listen, let me tell you something. If y'all don't hear nothing else tonight, you got to realize how powerful your words are. Listen, we going to have a positive show tonight. I don't care what y'all say. A lot of people ain't going to tap in. A lot of people ain't going to try to hear this because they have been they've been manipulated. They've been bamboozled. They have been they downloaded into their spirit all that negativity, and some people just can't understand positive affirmations.
Right.
Some people you speak positive to, they start acting like you crazy. They start acting like you treating them funny, like what you up to. They automatically get on the fence about things and get on the defense like what you want.
Right. So like even for me, I just want to, if it's professionally or just me personally. Like I always say, you have not because you ask not. Steve Harvey is pretty much popular for saying, and pretty much recreating that term all over. For the most part on YouTube, you hear that. You have not because you ask not. So I always try to speak things into existence, even if it's not around me. I just want to make sure that if I put it in the atmosphere, hopefully it come back. And then, I had a mindset that I'm going to work towards what I've already affirmed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's affirmations just are not only for what you see and what you want things to happen. You got to actually work towards it.
Right.
You got to put in the work.
And you got to fight.
People don't want to work.
Yeah.
I mean, they think that, okay, well, you want to be a millionaire.
Right.
Okay. So what, you think it's just going, here you go.
Even if
It's just going to fall out the sky.
It's not.
You don't have to do any work.
at least got to play the lottery.
My partner used to say, don't no money trucks come to the front door.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't no money trucks come to the front door.
You have to put
in the work.
You have to put in the work.
But you also have to make sure that you have the right perspective on who you are. See, if you don't know who you are, you will listen to and say anything.
Absolutely.
So you gotta have a good perspective on who you are. Everything that somebody has spoken negative to you is over your life right now.
Right.
And the only way to get that off of your life is to speak positive affirmations. And if you are to come out of the thing that you're in based on what you say out your mouth, will you come out?
Right. So I just wanted to put the question on the floor, like, what do you do? Because it's not all of what you say, but sometimes it can be what you do to positively affirm your life. What do you do?
Well, for me, I try to, first of all, self-reflect.
Right.
Because I need to see, okay, I'll give you an example. Like we had a bad driver, so to speak, an experience. So I have to look back and say, okay, so what did I learn from this experience? And then make a change from that point.
Okay.
Because if something happens, okay, so what did I do wrong? What happened bad? How am I going to change that?
Right.
I need to make a decision and look at me. What part did I play? Was I negative? Did I not do something?
See, because there's a lot of that's a meat right there. Because a lot of times we get ourselves in those situations and we think that everything is being all negative, not realizing we played a part in it too.
Absolutely, but that's what happens. People don't want to be accountable for the part that they play in. I always tell people. When people call me with problems, whatever, we create our own circumstances.
True.
We create our own situation. We create our own situations.
Right.
So that's why I always say self-reflect.
Right.
Because what part did you play in that circumstance?
Right.
So
because when you know what part you played, then you'll know what you need to do differently.
Right, and what you could do differently.
Right.
What can I do differently so that this doesn't occur again in my life?
Exactly.
Because if I want something different. Now, if you cool with it being that way,
right?
Then don't make no change.
Well, I love Pastor Dixie talking about every morning you have to get up and say, in the words of the great philosopher Charlie Boy, on my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good. I know that's like touch my swag. Wish you would. We fasted from that secular music. I ain't trying to get y'all too far from y'all fast. If y'all fasted from secular music, forgive me. Pastor Dixie's over here getting me crunk. You got to quit that too, Pastor. What you said? What you finna say? Pastor Dixie was
I was just thinking, like, before my situation, like, my whole thought process was like, bro, I want to put in some work.
Right.
Like, that was my everyday process. Like, I want to get up and, you know what I'm saying, just do something. And
right.
that ended up becoming my situation right now, you know what I'm saying? And now, it's like, talking about the self-reflecting, like, analyzing what can I do different to make my reality different, you know?
Right.
And I don't know, that just made sense to me, and I just thought about that though.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. The problem is a lot of people don't realize, and what you have to realize on here today is your decisions your past does not define who you are.
Yeah.
Right.
And the moment you allow that to define who you are, you'll quit speaking positive over your life, because a lot of our past situations don't look good. A lot of our past situations don't feel good. Right. But when we don't see no way out of the situation, we become what we're in.
Right. The perception is.
And the moment you become what you're in, you stop speaking positive stuff over your life. And the moment you start doing that, you start going into a spiral.
Right.
And so now you can become whatever the devil tell you.
Yeah.
Because you willing to become anything but what you are in that emotion. You willing, as long as somebody accepts you in your negativity, as long as somebody accepts you in your worst, as long as somebody accepts you in your baddest points, then you good with that. But you got to surround yourself with people who are going to lift you in those situations, not cuddle you in those situations.
Right.
I don't care what you say. If I'm in a bad situation, I'm acting like somebody that I'm not supposed to be acting like, I don't need you to cuddle me. I need you to tell me, boy, if you don't get your butt up,
Right.
if you don't fix your mind,
Right.
if you don't fix yourself, don't you stay down there where the devil put you. The devil can knock you down, but it's your choice to get back up. I'm trying to help y'all on today, because you got to realize that your situation don't define you. What you got?
We tend to have people who will kick you in those situations instead of what you just said, like
pulling you up.
Right.
That's why this and you that, and it's just, well, like I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's the attitude you tend to take on when you have people surrounded by those type of people.
And that's why you have to choose, and that's why you might have to release those people from your life. It doesn't matter.
You said
it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you said it. You got to release.
Matter. You have to release yourself from that. Just because they're family doesn't mean that they're still going to speak into your life.
Right.
You know, and I mean that it's hurtful, but it's a reality, because sometimes, like I said, everybody can't go where God's trying to take you.
Right.
And so
Not for real.
sometimes people don't realize that they are being used in the wrong way. However, we have to be able to stay in the spirit so that we can discern that, okay, well, you know what, I understand. So you have to pray and release yourself. It doesn't mean that you necessarily don't be bothered with them since they're family, but you gotta learn to have a different mindset when you deal with them.
Right.
Because even though they're negative, you still get a positive.
Because you got to protect yourself. You got to set some type of boundary so you won't continue to come across that borderline.
Right.
And because one thing, if you're not careful, you're gonna sink into where what you're surrounded by. You actually become what you see every day. Like we said, perception is reality. So if everybody around you is being one way, and you decide to do something differently, it's kind of hard to keep pushing that way.
Right.
As we say, purpose push, to keep pushing that way because you're surrounded by that. So a lot of times we succumb to our surroundings. So you got to be careful with that. But and just to add on what I do, like, so for me, I think every 6 months I try to give myself a goal on what I'm going to make, what I'm doing, and how I'm going to get there. And then, like, what I'm going to give back. I kind of like took the digest off of what the book I read, Think and Grow Rich. You know, I talk about that all the time. You know, that was some of the things that they actually, you know, because one thing about positive affirmations, it's kind of like an automation. Like if you, sometimes, like I said, some people don't speak those type of things. A lot of people don't, you know, verbally communicate that way. They might write things down. Like I'm a writer. I like to write me a plan. I like to create my own plan and try to find ways to where I can actually, like you said, what can you do to work towards that goal that you have? So I try to I do some type of self-reflection, and then I try to create a plan or somewhat, you know, so I can partake on the journey that I want to be a part of. Right. So those are the things that I do. I like to write things down. You know, some people do things different. They do sticky notes. You know, and I ain't gonna lie, I was a man. I would love to see that when I'm dating a woman. I go in there, I see she have her stuff on the refrigerator or all around her mirror. I'm like, oh, I like positive Betty. You know.
Nah, for real. My wife, one day I walked in the bathroom, it was just black marker all over.
Well, that's cool.
Scriptures. I say, man, look, and I started reading them, and by the time I got to the bottom of the mirror, I ain't need the mirror no more. Shoot, I was good. I almost forgot to brush my teeth. I was so fine. I said that's a negative.
So look, but that's the joy about it, that you can actually download what somebody else doing.
I'm trying to tell you.
But you got to either find those type of things, find those type of people, create yourself around a narrative around those type of people, and be surrounded by those.
That's why it's so important to pray for your pastor and those who are over you.
For sure.
Because you don't realize the power of negativity. And there's so many people that are talking negative about people in positions of influence. Right. You have to be the backbone, because when he's overwhelmed with negative thoughts, guess what? The only reason he's overwhelmed with negative thoughts is because of all of the negativity that spoke against him. But when you pray for your pastor, when you pray for your husband, when you pray for your wife, those negative thoughts that they experience, they can fight with them and say, no, I ain't that. You know, when the devil tell them they are something, they, no, I ain't that. When the devil tell them they can't do something, they say, no, I can do that, because of those positive affirmations are helping them. We don't even realize it. It's hitting the earth. Yeah. Once it hits the earth, it becomes reality. It becomes a weapon. Again, that's why the sword of the spirit is so important. For sure. Yeah. And the problem is, a lot of people are following words, but the question is, which words are you following? Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right. You like that one? I see how you count that. You like that one, huh, man? Because you got to realize that. You got to. That's why I pray for people I know, and I pray for my enemy. I'm telling you, I pray for my enemy.
Ain't bad.
You don't understand. I pray that the God blind my enemy from me every day. Don't let them see me, oh God.
It's Holy Week. It's Holy Week. Just a download. It's Holy Week.
I pray that he closes the mouth of the lion that's trying to speak against. You got to pray. And it's not saying you always go pray, oh God, I pray that you give them a heart of peace. Sometimes you got to pray that they just don't cross your path.
Right.
Because if they cross your path in this moment of your life, some of your seasons, you might not be the right season to cross your path with the wrong person. You understand what I'm saying?
You know me.
Well, I mean, not even then though. I'm not gonna lie to you. So that's kind of like my little. This gonna be my what you say? Spoiler alert. That's my wake and bake. I'm dealing with enemies. How you deal with them?
Yes. Ooh, that's good stuff.
Dealing with enemies. I'm gonna go on dealing with enemies.
Who deal with them?
Yeah, say everybody. Jesus. How did he deal with Judas?
Sure, he let him kiss him. He let him kiss him, but he let him do his thing. He said, "Do what it do, but do what you do quickly.
Right.
Don't make me sit there and wait for you.
Don't make me think about it.
I don't want to think about it too long, because I know if I think about it too long, that other person might show up that was in Gethsemane talking about, I don't want to take this cup. But see, let me do it quick while I'm in the wheel of God. You know, sometimes.
Because I might have to be like, hold on, Jesus, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Let me go handle this.
Pastor Dixon say something, Cal.
I mean, I had comments earlier, but let the show not the same. Almost like when y'all were talking about some situations we create for ourselves.
Right.
A while ago, I heard a pastor say something, I'll never forget it. He said, a lot of us give the devil too much power.
Right.
Yes.
Everything, not the devil's fault.
Right.
The devil don't put us in all these situations. Some things we do to ourselves.
Right.
That's why you play a part in some of it.
Yes. And you got to take accountability.
Right. You got to be honest with yourself.
Which
that's
word
not possible.
is leading you.
Right. That's not possible.
You know, a lot of times we wake up in the morning, and a lot of times I wake up at 4:30, 4:45, and the first thing I got to say to myself is, boy, get your butt up out this bed. And I have to actually say it.
Right.
And then it kicks in.
Right.
If I'm just thinking it, I'm this close to the snooze button. And the moment I don't say it, I'm telling you, 10 more minutes.
Right.
10 more minutes.
Right.
6 minutes, Duck and Fresh, you're gone. I'm talking about I be on it. Y'all know y'all be on it. Don't just look at me like I be on the snooze. But
I don't hit snooze. When I set the alarm,
you probably wake up before your alarm go off.
Most of the time I do, but I'm not a person to just jump out the bed. And not because I can't get up, but I lay there and just
soak it
thank
in.
God.
Yeah.
You know, hey,
right.
You know, hey, it's a new day. Thank
you.
Right.
You know?
Praying in the morning is a positive affirmation. Let's download that. That's a positive affirmation.
Somebody saying that you did it because the devil made me. No, he didn't. You did it because you wanted to, and that's just facts. A lot of stuff we do just because we want to.
Right.
And we gotta quit. We gotta take accountability, and that is a part of positive affirmations. Positive affirmations is not always saying what you can do right. Positive affirmations is actually acknowledging what you did wrong.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So, I messed up on that. You don't realize the release that you experience by admitting you made a mistake.
Right.
Definitely.
And the abundance that you experience by not doing it.
Right.
Because that mistake will forever bound you if you can't admit it.
Right.
And believe me, I'm going to tell y'all got to get to the faith church. Pastor Dixon said this a minute ago. God can't heal what you keep concealed.
Right.
If you go hide it, you might as well die with it.
Right. No, he see it, but he just waiting for you to release it.
Right.
So he can help you with it.
Yeah, that's a part of the healing process. Yeah.
It's part of it. And a lot of us don't do it.
That's because they don't want to be people don't want to be accountable though.
A lot
because
of people
they feel
ashamed.
like if I say that, if I say, well, oh my goodness, I was having sex before I got married, then I mean.
That's like 90% of them.
Yeah, I'm finna say when the whole world.
I don't even know.
No, I'm just saying,
Muslims.
you know, but some people might feel like, oh, I don't want anybody to know. But he knows.
Right.
Yes.
So, I mean, whatever the case is, oh, okay, well, I used to write bad checks, or I used to,
Right.
whatever.
Or sometimes, like, you can get the mindset of, like, I'm going to bear my own burden. Like,
right.
I mean, but how is that helping you? Like, where is that actually taking you if you just, if you
how that
weren't,
working out for
right, exactly. Especially if you're carrying that on your back all the time. I mean, you know.
It'll have you hiding stuff from people that I already seen you. You know what Adam and Eve did when they messed up in the garden?
Mm-hmm.
They hid themselves from a person who created them.
Right.
How much sense does you will be doing stuff that don't make no sense when you try to hide stuff from people that already know what you did? It don't even make sense for you to try to hide some stuff from God.
Well, that's a part of the shame.
It's a part of it. And so everybody go be ashamed of some stuff, but if you go let being ashamed stop you from becoming, then you will never see what you see for yourself in your mind. You'll never be that person that you know you can be because you're too ashamed to even be that. You got to think about Will Smith. I'm telling you.
Right. You said we weren't talking about Will no more.
I wasn't going to talk about Will no more, but God dog it, you got to think about this, man. When he slapped Chris Rock, you know that moment changed his whole life?
Right. He banned for 10 years for the Oscar.
Banned for 10 years. It changed his whole life. Right. But at the end of the day, what Will come out and do? He said, man, I know I was wrong.
Right.
See, if you can't do that, then you will forever be held captive by your mistakes.
Exactly.
And that's what's crazy. A lot of us are held captive by stuff that don't even hold us no more.
Right.
It ain't got you got it.
Or you worry about somebody that ain't worry about you. They ain't even you ain't even on their radar. You just it's your mind playing them type of tricks that you thinking that, hey, you know, everything's about me and it's not.
It is. Well, sometimes, you know, it do be about you.
Well, I mean, to a degree. But still, I mean, but even then though, like
I'm just playing, yeah.
Sometimes, like say like when we say you know, if you're reading this on my timeline, obviously you thinking it's for you. But sometimes in some cases it's not for you. It's just people. That's what they feel like on their spirit at that moment.
That's your
right.
guilt.
That's your negative stuff downloading in your spirit.
Yeah, because you feel like that post was about you. Well, nobody wasn't even thinking about you. Hadn't thought about you at all.
And it's crazy. And we got to learn how to speak positivity over our own life. You can't I can't expect you to speak positive over my life if I'm constantly speaking negative.
Right.
At some point, you going to say, man, look, shoot, I don't know about y'all, but I done ran into some people where I done spoke positive to them. I done tried to lift them up. I done tried to hold their hand, and they just would not shake. And at the end of the day, I said, you know what? I'm just going to pray for you. Because whatever it is on you, you are not finna. I can't save your life in the same water.
Right.
Let me just tell you that. Yeah, look, I show you a life jacket, but look, it's some people out there that you not gonna be able to speak out of what they in. You just gotta pray for them.
Right.
Like old girl said on Friday after next. I'm just gonna pray for these.
Right. Nah, for real.
Sometimes you just gotta pray for people.
You have to.
You know, and prayer is powerful. I'm telling you, prayer is powerful. But you gotta understand, prayer is words.
Right.
Do you know every spirituality has positive affirmations?
Right.
Every spirituality. In the Christian kingdom, what we do? I declare and decree that on this day, we declare and decree. If you ain't declaring and decreeing and you a Christian, chances are you not utilizing all your power. I'm telling you right now, you got power in your mouth. You got to declare that today, the rest of your life don't even matter. The past that you did, you got to manifest that stuff out of your mouth.
Right.
Or else it's not going to change. You go constantly look at yourself as nothing. You go constantly look at yourself as below everybody else. You go constantly get mad at people who are progressing in life because they speaking positive, but you still in that negative thought and it's not your fault that you're there. It's your fault if you keep it, but it's not your fault if you experience it. If somebody was to walk up to you while you on stage,
oh yeah, that show.
And you expecting them to just, bro, that was a good joke or whatever, and he reaches up and smacks you. Boom!
Right.
Man, I commend Chris Rock. Chris Rock said this is the greatest night on television. Right. Y'all don't realize how positive that was.
Right.
He changed the whole mindset of that situation right there.
By being positive about it.
By being positive about it.
Man, he a true soul.
Yeah. I don't know how many people would have did what Chris Rock Did.
No more.
No more?
No more.
He's the only one?
He was the only one.
I don't know. He had 2 cheeks. The Bible says if somebody strike you, turn the other
It's
cheek.
always a message in it. It's always a message in the mess. It's a message, bro.
I'm telling you, in the mess, there's always a message. And you got to find the message in the mess.
Right.
Yeah.
How many messages are in the mess of your life?
Mm-hmm.
That molestation, that neglect, that abandonment.
Right.
That self-esteem issue that got you on drugs, put you on alcoholism, that got you shot, that got you beat up, got you in an abusive relationship. What was the message in your mess? Maybe God put you in that mess to show you was better than that.
Right.
Yeah.
My God. Maybe God put you in that mess so you can testify to somebody who's going to go through that situation and he knew you were strong enough to go through it and be able to pull somebody out of it.
Or create positivity.
Man, look here. It's going down this resurrection week. I'm telling you, we starting off the week manifesting stuff because the Bible says that Jesus was lifted up on this Sunday, this Super Bowl Sunday for the Christian kingdom, and we lifting y'all. We starting to lift y'all today because we understand that a lot of y'all are in areas of y'all life that you've never been in before. I got Deisha Lee on here. Y'all look, I ain't in Lancaster. If I was in District 6, I would go vote for my kinfolk. I would go vote for my girl because she's a good girl. But if you in District 6 or you know somebody in District 6 in Lancaster, I'm telling you right now, get them to vote for Deisha Lee. She is the definition of change. What she say? Progress is the aim.
Yeah, right.
Deisha is the name. Let me tell you something. I'm speaking positive over everybody in my life. Come to the faith church. Say, my boy right here, he's gonna change the world with his vocal. Clee's gonna change the world with his ministry. Rye's gonna change the world with her ministry. I'm speaking positive stuff. You got something in you that God has created in you that God is waiting for you to speak into your life. And what are you speaking that's creating your reality?
Right.
We manifesting realities tonight.
Let's ask the question. Let's ask the audience. So what are they doing that's manifesting positivity in their life?
What are y'all doing?
What are y'all doing? Put it in the comments. What are y'all doing?
Put it in there. Put it in
manifest?
there. What are y'all? Don't slap me. I'm still under construction.
Oh,
okay. I realized that's not part of it.
Who's that, Pastor D?
That was choice. Shalandra. Say, man, look, I understand a lot of us still under construction. I don't know how I would have reacted. Will Smith, I'm telling you, he hit him with one of our robots.
No.
Boy, I would have been like that robot that could jump out that office on him. I would have to get him. What was the robot name? Stanley, whatever his name was.
Boy would have been kicked off the stage.
Hey, I'm not lying. I don't know what I would have did. You don't know what you would have did either. So don't speaking prosperity over my kid and my family. Hey, that's what it is, Pastor Dick. Speaking prosperity over your kid and your family. You got to understand that your kids are your foundation. You got to speak positive over them, even when they going through situations. Sometimes you just got to walk in the room and just say, you gonna be a mighty man of God.
Right.
Sometimes you just got to walk in there and lay hands on their head and say, you gonna be a mighty woman of God. You know that? You know, and you may not even know what they battling mentally. These kids are going through so much mentally. It's kids out here constantly committing suicide.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I think the suicide rate of ages 15 and down to about 12 has gone up so high.
Right. But that's because the social media has changed the dynamic of how they think.
But the problem is we're not speaking it to our kids.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the love, and they don't really feel the connection.
Because we ain't speaking it to them.
Right.
We gotta
It's the
speak that.
parenting.
Yeah.
Pray for purpose, manifestation to come forth out their belly. I'm telling you, it's so important for you to speak positive into our kids, man. Our kids, my boys, I'm telling you, man, I speak positive to them even when they in trouble. I know it's hard, and sometimes as a parent, you like, shoot, boy, I'm finna, woo, boy, look, you made a mistake. We all make mistakes. But you can't let that mistake become your appearance. You can't make that mistake create your character. You still greater than that now. It's going to be some punishments, but I'm going to speak positive into you because I know that your situation was less than who you are.
Right.
You know, you got to speak that stuff into your friends. You know, they don't want to hear it. Sometimes they don't want to hear it. But you got to realize a lot of us come from situations where we've always been talked negative about.
Right.
Sure,
Right.
I was banged up in school. Man, I remember, I ain't lying, man. I remember I came to school, I had on some Jordans, right? And the Jordan looked like he was doing like a alley hoop, like
No.
It wasn't the right. It wasn't right, and they were big like shacks.
Eric Gordon's.
They don't go there with it. It was real, and it was during the time of bang bang. Y'all remember bang bang? Right. Everybody was bang bang. You walk through there, people bang 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 bang. Yeah. It was real bad. But I remember those things.
Right.
But God didn't let that create my character. Matter of fact, it did create my character for a minute. It made me go out there and start hustling. Made me go out, and I didn't have too many positive people speaking into my life.
Right.
I didn't have too many people surrounding me who was positive. And right now, we need to surround these kids with positivity.
Right.
Because their situation is probably not what they want it to be.
And just think about it, just even in DFW right now, you know, somebody getting shot every 2-3 hours, you know. Exactly. So this is what they seeing every day. This becoming their reality. This is a perception that they actually taking a part of. You know, they doing all that, you know, with social media and everything else. You know, you can actually take in what you see.
Yeah, our generation, we did get the hell beat out of us. We got beat down. But shoot, them whoopers made us better. I don't care what nobody say.
Nah.
Shoot, that belt, that fire.
See, now you know some of the parents scared of the kids.
Yeah, for sure. Or they friends with them. They friends with them.
Right.
Yeah, they
which
friends.
Which is even worse.
Devil is a lie.
Yeah, which is even worse.
I make sure I establish with mine. I'm not your buddy.
I ain't your partner. Say,
I'm not
you
your
better
buddy.
watch how you talk to your mama. You know, them little boys, they get older. See, that's the problem with raising men as
That's
a
right.
woman.
That's right.
When they get
Absolutely.
older, they start feeling like they have a position to speak back and all that stuff. That's when that dude come around that corner, though. Holla at your boy. What you say? Yeah, that's your mama. Say, you speak to my woman like that. That's how I talk to him. You speak to my woman like that again, it's gonna be me and you, bro. Yeah. So I cut it off.
Yeah.
Because you got to realize that you got to put that stuff in check. As young men, I'm telling you, young men, they get older, they start smelling themselves.
Right. They have
Just
no
like young
boundaries.
women.
Right.
Just like young women.
Right.
Everybody do it, but you got to be able to speak to that without speaking against who they are. That's the problem. A lot of times we speak against who they are instead of speaking to what they're doing.
That's right, Nicky. You gotta speak over your kids.
Ooh, see, y'all don't understand what I just said. A lot of times we speak to who they are instead of speaking to what they're doing.
Right. Yeah.
So we're making what they're doing who they are when we should be making who they are better than what they're doing.
That's true.
Yeah.
True.
You got to understand that. And so you got to just think about all of the times that you made a mistake and somebody told you that you was just the mistake you made.
Yeah.
You ain't nothing but a HOE. You ain't nothing but a no good nigga. They made your situation who you were.
Right.
So guess what you did?
You became. No, you become.
Yeah, exactly.
You succumb to the surroundings. You become.
Exactly. And now you got all these females walking around talking about I'm a bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you got all these all these partners out here talking about shoot, I'm that nigga. Gang, all this stuff. And words are so powerful. It creates your perception. It creates your reality. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. A lot of people like, sure, man, I ain't tripping, you know, whatever. But you got to understand how powerful your words are.
Right.
And you manifesting. If you was to look around in your life right now, everything that you have, everything that you own, everybody you around, you don't realize that was manifested by words.
Right.
What are you manifesting in your life? What do you get up and do in the morning?
Right.
Do you get up and say, oh, man, gotta go to work?
You know, and sometimes, I'm going to tell you what can be a key thing.
What?
Sometimes it ain't even just talking. It's just listening to positive information. Like motivational videos, or, you know, I listen to Bishop T.D. Jakes sometime in the morning, or the Wake and Bake, or, you know what I mean? You got to download that in your spirit. You got to obtain that scripture.
And it's Holy Week this week, so not only do you get the Wake and Bake at 5, but you can catch the Holy Week with Pastor Dixon at 7.
Morning manna.
The morning manna. Let me tell you, it's Holy Week. It's morning manna at 7 o'clock on the faith page. You gotta go. You gotta start putting stuff positive in your life. There's enough niggas. If you keep on waking up listening to rap music, guess how your day gonna turn out every day?
Right.
You wonder why you get into it with somebody every day.
Right.
You done walked out the house. You got a little baby in your spirit. You got the baby in your spirit. You got Rick Ross in your spirit.
Right.
You wondering why you getting into it with people every day.
Right, because you was downloading it on the way to work. You was downloading that Boosie on the way to work.
Say, right before you stepped out the car, what you said. But nobody say nothing to me. You late with an attitude and leave early with an attitude. Right. Because that's how you create your reality. Right. And the question is, how are you creating your reality? What are you doing to speak positive over your life? You can be so much further if you just change your talk. My God.
Well, I'm gonna tell you just something that's kind of crazy that we just talking about this. I'm just thinking about it. Growing up, I had a friend. He used to always say, "I'm not gonna be on somebody's $60 list." And if you don't know what that means, it's like, getting, I would say not interrogated, but like, I want to say blackballed, and I can't think of the name of it. Like, say, like it's kind of like a mafia type thing in the penitentiary, where he would always say he's not gonna get on somebody's $60 list. Guess what?
What?
He ended up going to the penitentiary because that's all he thought. That's all he talked and thought about.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was preparing himself for somewhere he just knew where he was going.
Right.
And we used to say something to him all the time, like, bro, don't come over here with that, because I don't want to hear that. I mean, but if you're not careful, you'll take the surroundings and the dialogue and the dialect around other people, and then you incorporate that in your spirit, and then that's what you walk. Right. Not really realizing that them other folks just talking.
Man.
Yeah. They just talking.
Don't you let them fool you.
Yeah, they just too cool. They just too cool for school. You know what I mean? And they always got the men where you say, I would rather have my friend, my child be a nerd than be a prisoner.
I'm trying to tell you. Shoot, I don't care about my son being a nerd. Moment I see him sagging, though, we gonna have a conversation. Say, what you got going on, Jack? You think you got to be cool, show your booty? Yeah. That's cool to you? Right. That ain't cool to me. I really ain't ever looked at it as cool. You know what I'm saying? Even when I did back in the days, I didn't even pull my pants all the way to the point where because I had to run from the police. I know, it's crazy. It's a real reason though, but I didn't do that kind of stuff. So I don't teach them that kind of stuff. I teach them presentation rules, perception. Right. Presentation rules, perception.
Right. They say that first impression is everything.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, and we got to teach these kids conflict resolution. Right. Yeah. No, we got to teach these kids everything. The problem is if they don't see us speaking positive affirmation over our life,
right? How are they gonna do it?
Yeah. Right. They don't know how. You got to teach them the steps. Right. We got to teach them the steps. And if you are going to be the example for your children, then what are they looking at? Right. I know I'm asking a lot of questions that's probably got y'all thinking right now, dang, what do they see me do every day? What do they see me? My son blessed me the other day. Shoot, I know he probably meant it in a crazy way. My son said, man, all you do is work and listen to church music and listen to the sermons. And, that's all you do. I was like, son, that's what makes me who I am.
Right.
Because he's watching me. That's what he's saying. Right. I'm watching what you do, man. Right. All you do is work, listen to service, and do ministry, and do the wake and bake, and do the podcast. Do you ever do?
Right, but here's the great thing about that. He gonna take some of that with him.
Man, say
he gonna take some of that
everything.
Woman, say my son's girlfriend blessed me the other day. Let me tell you what she said. She said every time we go somewhere together, he don't let me pay for nothing.
Oh, really?
Say, you don't realize how much that blessed me. She said he don't let me buy no drinks. He don't let me buy no tickets. He don't let me touch no door. He don't let me buy nothing. That's because that's what he see.
Right.
See, if he see that, then he'll be that.
Right.
Problem is, what are they seeing? What are we showing them?
Right.
If you're going to speak negativity over your life and expect positive results, then chances are you're going to be upset all the time. That's what you're going to be. If you go constantly speak against your husband, if you go constantly speak against your wife, if you go constantly speak against your future, why are you expecting things to change?
Right.
Yeah. Do you know that everything you see, this podcast, these mics, this table, this backdrop, do you know everything this world that we walking on, the sun you see in the sky, the air that we breathing, everything you see was first a word.
Right. Pastor said, God spoke it.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only thing that God didn't speak into existence was us. Right. But he breathed the breath of life. I'm trying to help y'all on this evening. He breathed the breath of life into us. Let me tell you what the breath of life does. See, the breath of life gives you the ability to speak things into resurrection. See, it's some stuff that done died in your life. It's some stuff that done resurrected in your life. And you got to speak it out and you got to speak it in. Right, yeah. Don't just speak stuff into your life without speaking stuff out of your life. Don't just call in your husband without exiting your boo. I'm just trying to help y'all. Right. Don't just call in your wife without losing your side chick. You got to learn how not to just speak stuff in. But you got to learn how to speak some stuff out. Poverty, you got to go. Prosperity, welcome. You got to learn how to speak that stuff out. See, positive affirmations is not always going to sound good. It's not always going to be, oh, I'm greater than, or I'm holy. It's not going to always be that. Right. Sometimes it's just going to be as simple as, man, you got to go. Mm-hmm. I got to change my life. I got to change the way. You can't keep on allowing somebody to be your what they call a sneaky link. How many sneaky links you got?
Right.
Shoot, you can have an Earl Campbell package. All them sneaker links. I'm just trying to help you. How many sneaker links you gonna have?
Right.
Yeah, how many side chicks you gonna have? Man, you got a whole cheerleading team. That ain't no side chick, boy. You almost in the Super Bowl.
Right.
And we don't realize that stuff doesn't help us. And a lot of us are just compensating. I know. I'm
trying to.
A lot of us compensating. So what area of your life do you feel less than that you have to make up
yourself
for?
feel, yeah, right.
You got to make yourself feel good about. I understand it. I get it. But sometimes you got to just fill that area with positive affirmations.
Right.
Sometimes that's what you got to replace it with. And it's not going to be easy. Speaking positive affirmations don't say that you're going to say, well, I'm going to be rich today and you're going to be rich tomorrow.
Right.
That's a commercial. Y'all seen the commercial? I'm a millionaire.
Right. My money and I need it now.
No, I'm not. You see the commercial? I'm a millionaire. No, I'm not. It doesn't happen like that. You got to speak it continually because you're not fighting just for your positive life. You're fighting against all of the negative stuff. Man, listen. Ask yourself right now how many negative words have went out with your name on it. Don't worry. Just think about it real quick. How many negative things have people said, not just people, but even yourself? How many negative things has hit the air with your name on it? And when you speak positive affirmations, you can't just say, I'm going to be beautiful. You can't just say, I'm going to be rich. God didn't say he'll make your I'm great. He said he'll make your name great. So you got to put your name on some stuff. Like they say when you're getting ready to fight, like we was in school, you got to put an address on it.
Right.
Yeah, address that.
Right.
Because they've been addressing you since you was born. They going to be just like his daddy. Yeah. She gonna be just like her mama. They've been addressing you since you was born. It's time for you to sign that return. Yeah.
Right.
It's time for you to send that back. That post. What's that called? You working
return
to
sender.
Return to sender. You got to sign that return to sender. It's time for you to start returning some stuff to sender.
Absolutely.
Just telling some people that's not what I am. That you might have thought I was gonna be there. You might have thought I was gonna say that. You might have thought I was gonna be down and out. You might have thought I was gonna be lonely for the rest of my life. You might have thought I was gonna live a life full of poverty. But I'm telling you right now, I'm finna change the trajectory of my thoughts. I'm finna change the trajectory of my life, and I'm finna change the trajectory of my family. I don't care what y'all got going on this evening. Listen, it's Monday. It's the beginning of Resurrection Week, and I'm just trying to resurrect some stuff in somebody.
Yeah.
I'm trying to wake you back up and help you to realize that everything that they spoke against you, it's time to speak it out. Return to sender. How much it cost to return it to sender?
That's right.
It don't cost us a thing. It don't cost you a thing to send it back. I'm just trying to tell you to send it back. You can put your name on it and just tell them this don't fit me. this I can't wear this for the rest of my life. This not gonna get me to where God's taking me.
Right.
This does not belong to me.
My God. Say, listen, I don't care what y'all say. Manifesting your reality is very, very powerful because in your tongue lies your future.
Yeah.
You said, Pastor said negative words have a ceiling, but positive words don't have a limit.
Ooh, my God. Man, y'all better quit playing with me over here. Negative words make more noise, but positive words go farther. Yeah. You need to affirm some stuff to confirm some stuff. I'm trying to say, hey man, brother, you have to call things in as well as call things out. My God. Oh, she wasn't hold on, what did he say? It's in the words of the great theologian Tony Braxton, breathe again. My God. Yeah. He talking about she wasn't no theologian. Say, man, get a t-shirt made Don't Show Your Booty and put it right there at your booty part.
Oh no.
Cause they got the booty they got the booty on the back of it. Just put Don't Show.
With an arrow.
Your booty. Yo, you gotta affirm, you gotta send some stuff back. How much stuff have we accepted as a society, as a culture? Yeah. We have clothed ourselves in so much negativity, and we wonder why we got so much violence in the hood. We wonder why it's so easy for somebody to run out there to the streets. We wonder why it's so easy for people to go and turn into a negative mentality.
I mean, but it's just like what Pastor said, that a negative noise is louder. Like that's, right. I mean, we feed into it. It is. Especially as a culture. Like we feed into that. Right. Somebody fighting or they going live, guess what? It's 1,000 people on live. Right now it's like 13 people. Right. So, it's just it goes that way. But you gotta continue to be positive. You gotta keep trying to pressing towards the mark and have a standard on which way you're going towards the direction. I seen what's her name, Charles, she said she writes in her journal too. Like you gotta have some type of plan on what you're gonna do to get where you need to be.
Right, right. And that's important to write it down too. Right. Because now you got something physical you can hold.
Right. It's tangible.
It's tangible. And some of us need some tangible stuff. How many, I'm from the show me state.
Right.
Yes.
How you gonna say you from the show me state and you ain't showing yourself nothing?
Right.
I know, right? It gets deep, man. But listen, it's our time, man. I know we started late. We was go run a little bit over, but I want to be obedient tonight. we go try to be on time. Sometimes you got to tell yourself, you got to be obedient with some stuff.
Well,
I appreciate y'all.
I want to just before we leave, I want to make sure that we challenge everybody that's on the podcast today that they try to work towards it being showing some type of positive affirmation. Get a sticky note. Put something positive on there. It's Holy Week. Put something in there. Put a scripture on there next to it. You know what I'm saying? Just work towards that. It ain't just about just manifesting us talking about it on the podcast. It's actually you doing the work.
Right.
But yeah, I challenge y'all to do the work. Do the work.
All right.
Hey, I'm with that. I'm with what he said.
Definitely be positive. Make sure, self-reflect and make sure what you're saying and speaking into the atmosphere, not just over your life, over the people's lives
give us homework,
that you are around, Make sure you are being positive.
Right.
Encouraging someone else.
How many of y'all take the challenge, though? Give me some hearts. Look, you can't tell who giving hearts. They go give hearts. Somebody just put on the. Oh, Rod said she's taking the challenge. Who are taking the challenge? I want to see. Just put me in the comments. Just put me. I'm taking the challenge. I'm telling you, this is gonna change your life. You don't realize how powerful this is. It's going to change your life.
Absolutely.
And you can't change your life if you don't first start speaking some stuff out of your life and speaking some stuff into your life. Like they say, you can't grab nothing new holding something old.
Right.
You got to let some stuff go.
Gotta let it go.
Yes.
What you got to let go? Oh, we got everybody. Oh, we got four. Four people already. They accept the challenge.
Right.
They accept the challenge. Who else going to accept the challenge tonight? I'm telling you, it's going to change your life. I promise it's going to change your life. Pastor Dixon, my wife, Deisha, Shalandra, they say they go take the challenge. Who else taking the challenge? I got 12 people on here. I just need two more me's. 2 more me's. Make it a half and half. The half that don't do it, that's okay. You gonna be all right. We gonna pray for you. We gonna pray for you. But the other 2, I'm telling you, change it up. Rise, we got Rise on the. Who else we got? We got one. We need one more. I'm doing it.
Yeah, me. I'm doing it.
I'm doing it.
Add me to the book. Add me to the book. I see it.
All right.
I'm definitely.
Man. So next week we gonna talk. Pastor Ben said he doing it too.
Right.
So we got a whole bunch of people that's gonna be speaking positive affirmations. So if I hear you saying something negative,
we're gonna call you out.
I'm telling you what you say. And I might write it down with you.
Right,
we gonna hold each other accountable too.
Right.
We gonna hold each other accountable. I'm not letting y'all say nothing negative. If y'all on the phone with me, y'all not gonna be able to say nothing. Stephanie say she in. We got a whole. Listen, I love y'all. Y'all got anything to say before we get off here?
Hey, I say if I can do it, you can do it.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Absolutely, that's it.
Listen, I love y'all, man. I really do, and I'm just glad y'all tuned in and tapped in with us tonight, man, and came by, man, and got some positivity to start off this Resurrection Week. I know y'all got y'all hair appointments, and you got your suits getting made and all this stuff. But Resurrection Sunday is not about how you look on the outside,
right?
But on the inside.
But it's about how you reflect on the inside. And if you ain't got Jesus in you, don't show up being an imposter trying to put Jesus on you. I'm just trying to help you for Sunday. Right. Listen, you got to speak some stuff that the Bible says out of the belly out comes rivers of living water. And right. if living water is coming out of your belly this week, you already said, I got some me's on her. So we going to rock it out. I love y'all. Thank y'all for cruising through, chatting with us. Say next week, come back. We going to chat it up. Peace.